You're like doing a staring contest. Hi, I'm Christina Remolina, Chief Legal Officer of Berkeley Environmental.
Hi, I'm David Jung, Senior Vice President of Berkeley Environmental, and I'm responsible for the Specialties products.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Wendorf. I'm the Regional Vice President for the Midwest region of Berkeley Environmental.
Hi, I'm Toby Leung, Regional Vice President, Western Region, Berkeley Environmental. I feel like mold was the contaminant of concern in the 2000s. What do you think about mold today?
Mold is still our largest loss in terms of frequency on our site pollution policies, for sure. I think that there was a period of time where, certainly in the hospitality sector, they purchased environmental insurance, and they really didn't understand the value it could provide for them. And then they started doing a lot of remodeling at hotels, finding mold everywhere. And it took them a while to realize that they had that coverage in their environmental policy. And so claims spiked, I think, once the clients.
I also remember some of those environmental policies for hospitalities were written on a 10-year term. That's a long time to find mold and access mold coverage. I mean, that's what happened to a lot of hospitality and hotels in Las Vegas and Hawaii and Florida.
Third-party claims are also still pretty active in terms of a water event that needs cleanup, water remediation, and it ends up being mold. And then there's bodily injury claims that third parties are alleging from that as well. So I think that's alive and well. Even on the contractor's pollution, there's a lot of mold, and it's a driver for that.
Yeah, and I think the property market changed. So the property market changed the way they establish their self-insured retentions, specifically in hurricane areas. And so they went to a self-insured retention that was a percentage of the value of the property.
Yes.
And on the environmental underwriting side, we always assumed that the property carrier would respond on a primary basis. But what actually happened was, since they had such high self-insured retentions, our policies were sitting there with $5,000, $10,000 deductibles, and we ended up being the carrier that had to respond in a primary situation after big major storms in Florida and Texas and places like that.
Yes.
Lithium.
Yeah.
You know, lithium is a potential future problem since they're in the automobile batteries, scooters and tools, and there's a big push for electric vehicles. And so, and as far as I know, there isn't an effective way to recycle lithium-ion batteries. They're trying, and there's new companies trying to deploy new technologies to recycle, but I don't believe there's any that are established, you know, economically viable. So all you have to do is go on YouTube and see these vehicles on fire and see the fire department trying to put them out, and it's unbelievable. I mean, the water actually makes it worse. So they spray water on it just to prevent the fire from spreading to other things. They know that the water is not going to do anything until the batteries burn themselves out.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, there has been interest in cannabis companies purchasing pollution liability insurance.
Yeah, I would think there's a huge site pollution potential with some of them.
So there is interest in it. We have written it, not a lot of it, but certainly the growers have an exposure because they're usually growing in a confined building with high humidity, which creates mold issues. They also have a waste stream that's treated as a special waste, and it is regulated usually under drug laws. You know, not environmental laws, but they do have specific ways that they have to handle that waste, and we are interested to make sure that they're handling it properly and disposing of it properly. So we have seen demand in that area. Unfortunately, most of the entities in that space are very small startups. I think some of them struggle with cash flow and things like that. So we haven't written a lot of insurance in that area, but we have been looking at specific programs.